me speed race, CB speed race, hop in the range, take off into space.
Hey guys, it's cbgray coming to you guys live at Nerd Destiny video. How are you guys doing today? So in today's video, I want to bring up something that you may or may not have noticed as you've been playing this past week as Forsaken gets closer and closer, and it's something that's going to actually be a feature within Forsaken where we're able to basically go and hunt and kill wanted barons on different planets and in different activities, and those enemies actually already exist in the game right now, even though Forsaken is not yet out. So today I want to put together an actual guide that's going to show you the locations of every single one that I know. I know of 18 locations. We're going to go over all 18 of those locations. I'm hoping that this will be useful for you guys once you guys are actually looking for those wanted barons in Forsaken, because in a lot of the cases these 18 barons are actually unkillable at the moment. So let's go ahead and talk about them one by one. So I do not want to make this video too long, so let's just go ahead and get started. So the first one, his name is Gull's Devotee, and that's going to be on Lost Oasis, which is a very familiar place right now because of all the Whisper of the Worm missions I'm sure we've all been doing, and that's going to be on IO, and this is going to be Cabal. And so what I'm noticing, guys, is that the majority of these barons are showing up around the time of public events, especially the ones that are actually on the patrol spaces. And so just look for them during these times as I'm going over all of these different barons. They do spawn at other times too, but that's just what I'm noticing they spawn the most. So moving on to the next one, guys, we have the Splendid Mind, which is in the Glade of Echoes on Nessus, and this is going to be a Minotaur. So as you can see here, this is what he looks like, and this is where he can be found. Number 3 on the list, guys, we have the Queen Breaker. And so the Queen Breaker is going to be found on Trosslyn, it's on the EDZ, and this is a servitor, and I really like the name of this servitor. I think it's really cool. Obviously, it's something that we've heard before with the Queen Breaker's bow, and maybe that's why I like it, because that was a weapon I already liked. So moving right along, guys, next we have the Whisper of Orcs. I know you guys probably thought I was about to say the Whisper of the Worm, but we got the Whisper of Orcs, and he's on IO, and this is in a Pyramidian Strike, and it's a Taken Knight, as you guys can see here. So to see this, you're going to need to either be in the Nightfall, or you're going to need to go to the Strike, and you'll be able to kill this Taken Knight. Moving right along, we have Disgraced Brachus, that's on EDZ on the Winding Cove, and that is going to also be another Cabal, not too hard to find, and this is what he looks like. From there, guys, we have the Supplicant of Zol, probably one of my favorite names out of all the ones that I've read so far. This one's going to be on Mars, and he's going to be available to be found on the Will of Thousands Strike, and this is also going to be a knight, guys. So moving on from there, we have Valus Delurk, and I hope I said that right, and that's going to be on the Ma'adim Subterranean Lost Sector. Hope I said that right. And that's also on Mars, and this is going to be another Cabal, and this is what he looks like. And then moving on from there, guys, we have the Dishonored Valus. That is going to be in the Arms Dealer Strike. As you can see here, that's on the EDZ, and that's going to be a Cabal. So this is where you're going to be able to find them. It's going to be right before that final boss fight at the end of this Nightfall/Strike. So moving on from there, guys, we have the Golden Age Looter, another really good name that I really like. This is going to be on Exodus Crash Strike. I know I don't really like this strike, and I'm sure you guys don't spend very much time in this strike as they've kind of removed it from the Nightfall, but this is going to be on Nessus, and this is a Shank. So right before the final boss fight, this is where he can be found. Moving on from there, guys, we have the Devoted of Nokris, another name I really like. That's going to be on the Strange Terrain Strike, which happens to be the Nokris Strike. Of course, just makes sense. That's going to be on Mars, and it's going to be a wizard. Moving on from there, guys, we have the Brachus Ruladil, and I think I said that right, Brachus Ruladil, and you guys just can correct me on the pronunciation of that. I'm sorry if I butchered it. It really wouldn't surprise me if I did, and if I did, oh well. And so this is going to be on the Inverted Spire Strike, guys. That's on Nessus, and this is also going to be a Cabal. I don't know why they don't give me pronunciation guides for this stuff. So moving on from there, guys, we have the Arcane Mine, and that's going to be, or the Arcane Mind, excuse me, and that's on the Inverted Spire Strike as well. That's on Nessus, and that's a Hydra. So this one's going to be a Vex, where the other one was a Cabal for the Inverted Spire. This actually has 2. And so next, guys, we have Crotheon. So we have Atheon, we have Protheon, we have all these Theons, now we have Crotheon. And that's going to be on a Garden World Strike. and that's going to be on Mercury, and it's going to be a Harpy, and it's once again going to be right towards the end of the strike, right before you do the final boss encounter. This is where you're going to be able to find Crotheon. So moving on from there, guys, you have the Osmium Trader, and that's going to be found in the Savathun Song strike on Titan. It's going to be a wizard, and you're going to be able to find him, as familiar as this trend is, you're going to be able to find him right before the end of the final encounter before the boss fight. So that's where you'll be able to find this wizard. Not too hard to find. Moving on from there, guys, and bear with me, we have the Catus Copus, and he's going to be found in the Tree of Probabilities. So as you guys are grinding to get your DFAs, I'm sure you're going to run into this guy. He's going to be on Mercury, and it's a Harpy, so not too hard to find. Just go through it, and towards the end, just like all of these other ones, you'll be able to find them. Moving on from there, guys, this is probably my favorite name. We have the Saturn Survivor, or just Saturn Survivor, and that's going to be on the Sludge in the EDZ. It's a Taken Knight, and yeah, it only is right that he be a Taken Knight if he's from Saturn. So this is where he can be found, not too hard to find, and yeah, this is how you can kind of do whatever you need to do with them. And so moving on from there, guys, you got the Subterranean Mind. That would make, I think, 3 different mines we have so far, or at least 2. But moving on from that, he's going to be on Mercury. He's going to be in the Pariah's Refuge Lost Sector in Mercury, and this is going to be a Minotaur. And then lastly, guys, we have Koresh, Champion of Xol, probably my favorite name. This is going to be on Titan. This is going to be in the Core Terminus Lost Sector, and lastly, it's going to be a Knight. So I know that we rushed through those pretty fast, guys, but I wanted to do that pretty quickly because I don't want to have you guys sitting here for 15 minutes with me extending this, trying to give you guys a step-by-step guide on how to get to every single little thing. I think I can just tell you Lost Oasis and you can find it pretty easily. So just make sure that you guys are pausing and rewinding if you do need to check out the different ones, because I know that was 18 and we just flew through that in less than 7 minutes. So get in the comment box below, guys, let me know what you think about these, and let me know if I missed any ultimately, because this is before Forsaken, so there easily could have been some that I didn't see and that I didn't get to, and if there are, let me know in the comment box below. I really would like to know about that, and I will update everybody if there are more to be found. Also, guys, get in the comment box and let me know, what do you think we're going to get as rewards for these bounties as we're killing these barons. I'm really excited to find out. Forsaken is in less than 2 days, and I'm so excited for it. So, like I said, like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. I will keep you guys updated with everything Destiny 2 news as Forsaken's coming out, so now's a great time to like and subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. And with that, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys in the next Destiny video. Thanks, I love you guys.